In today's video, we are going to be trading for a full team of Titanic Peacocks in order to create the best XP team. We managed to sell our pets to get a ton of tokens and even collected a few more Rainbow Hash pets. We even traded away some of our Rainbow Hash pets for the craziest offer. Alright, starting off with our first trade, I didn't really know what the value of a Rainbow Hash chinchilla was, as they are quite rare to come across, but I was willing to pay 6 kitsune for one. This was straight up a gamble, but later you will see how this trade turned out. But for now, this was added to my collection of Rainbow Hash pets. Currently we have a Rainbow Hash Corrupted Kitsune, Spinosaurus, Hogdog, and now the Chinchilla, which are all great investments. On the next trade, I traded my Raccoon for 5 Mimics and 2 Brontosaurus, which is a win because of the huge value increase in Mimics. After that, I was invited to a server where I met a fan that didn't play the game as much anymore. He was willing to give me a Titanic pet. It wasn't just a regular Titanic pet, it was a 15-second peacock, which is really kind of him. I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that I am very grateful for these free pets. On to the next trade, I traded my 12 Mimics for 1 Kitsune, which is a fair trade now, but considering the fact that I traded 1 Raccoon for 10 Mimics, I will say this is a W trade for me. On the same server, I was offered a huge Kitsune and a huge Mimic for my Rainbow Hash Chinchilla, but I felt like it wasn't good enough, so I declined the trade. Surprisingly, this Mayhem wanted it even more, so he told me to join back, and this is what he added. Yep, absolute junk, so I quickly declined and went to search for another trade. Since I got a few free kitsune from the last video, I was more than willing to give one to a subscriber that had reached the highest like. After that giveaway, I was offered even more kitsunes because someone wanted to trade for my Rainbow Hash Corrupted Kitsune. After a while, I met up with a collector that was willing to give a 15-second peacock for my Rainbow Hash Spinosaurus. Although I am not too sure of its value, I got it for 1 kitsune about 3 months ago, so it was time to let it go for me. I gave away a Raccoon to another subscriber since he commented on my video for 30 days straight, which is very impressive for me. I traded for another 15-second peacock here with these 3 huge Mimics. This was a fair trade before, but I think it is a L trade now when making this video. Back with another trade for my Rainbow Hash Spinosaurus. This time though, the offer was much better, which I was very happy to take. I put in my favorite pet in the game, which then he put in a huge Kitsune, and not 1 and 2, but 3 huge Mimics, and I even got a huge Peacock too. Using the huge Mimic I got from the previous trade, I was able to find a 75 kg Mimic with it, which is a decent trade. Okay, here in this trade, I was offered a Rainbow Hash Hogdog, which was a pet that I was very unfamiliar with. I'm not really sure what or who possessed me to do this trade, but in the next trade, I somehow flipped it for a profit. After making this video, I believe it is worth around 3 to 4 kitsune, so if you come across one, do not give 7 kitsunes like I did. I was lucky enough to find 3 Mimics and a Titanic Peacock with this pet, which was a great profit for me at the time. The new marketplace update dropped. I didn't really think too much of it as I didn't see the potential of tokens, but later I realized how much I was able to profit with it. Then after a while, I decided to trade the 3 huge Mimic that I got for another 15-second Peacock. After collecting for a while, I was able to get 7 15-second Peacock here, but the video doesn't end here because we still haven't got our full team of 8 Titanic Peacock yet. In the marketplace, I was able to find a Kitsune for my 40 kg Mimic, which I was willing to take because the demand for Kitsune was much better. I decided to give the marketplace another go, but this time, I was setting the price at a reasonable amount in order to get tokens. After setting up my shop of amazing pets, I realized server hopping was hard when you have too much friends, so I hop on an old account. People quickly flocked to my booth to see the pets that I was selling. And sales went in like crazy. I was selling my Kitsune for 1000 tokens each and my Headless Horseman for 50 tokens each. I then spent the rest of my day AFKing until I got a good amount of tokens. We finally hit 5 digits, and I managed to rally our way up to 15k tokens, so I decided to transfer them to my main account.
With the 15k tokens that I got, I quickly found a godly peacock for 5K tokens, which I bought to potentially flip. I also went on my alt account and sold my leftover Divine's pets there, which got me a couple thousand of tokens. The same person offered me a 100 kilos peacock, which I decided to buy for another 5.5K tokens. After those two big transactions, I quickly went back to the market again and started selling my kitsunes. This time, though, I decided to sell them at a higher price, which still sold as good as the price I set before. After selling about 9 to 10 kitsunes, I transferred them to my main account. I ended up with a total of 21K tokens, but I still wanted more, so I went back again. On my main account, I decided to start selling Titanic peacocks and sea turtle. They took longer to sell than my kitsunes, but Surprising got sold, which made me a ton of tokens each time.
I also started advertising on Trade Kitsune, which worked even better as I was able to avoid the taxes. If you guys are new here, Trade Kitsune is the best grow garden website. I use it mainly for the easy trading advertisement. Here I will show you guys how I was able to find the trades that I want by using the trading system. It is very simple and you should give it a try. They even rolled out a new token calculator system, which I believe is very accurate to the real price. If you guys are interested in free pets, they are now doing giveaways in their Discord server, which will be linked in the comment below.
Yeah.
This trade was just a troll, but a random person wanted to see what I would offer for his headless horseman.
I bought that.
Which I wasn't really interested, so I lowball him.
The raccoon.
I then put in my godly peacock just to see his reaction, which I thought was pretty funny.
Okay, why you gotta make
I wasn't really
fun
trying to
of
make
me?
fun of him in any ways,
dream pet's a
but if this video
peacock.
gets
Why you gotta
5k
make
likes,
fun of me?
I will personally give him a Titanic peacock.
Nah, you lying. You tried it 100%. Oh god, you do. I will follow you everything. You do. I follow you. I knew it.
After selling my pets, I found a trader that was selling his collection of Titanic peacock for 4.7K tokens, each which I saw as an opportunity to restock. I went back in again and set up my shop.
This time though, I decided to AFK long enough until most of my pets were sold. I just want to quickly mention that this video took a very long time to make, so I would really appreciate it if you guys drop a like and hopefully subscribe if you guys are new here. I managed to get over 50k tokens, so it was time to buy some pets.
I also bought another peacock while selling, which I thought was pretty cheap. I was also lucky enough to get a huge mimic for 1K tokens. I found a trade on Discord that I was interested in. Since I had so much tokens, I was willing to give 39K tokens for 2 rainbow hatch dilos, which turned out to be the best trade I did this video. I set up my booth again to see if I could try to get another rainbow hatch dilo, which surprisingly worked out because I got another 17K tokens in no time. Luckily, he wasn't too picky on getting 20K tokens for his pet, so I was able to add in my Titanic peacock instead. We have now obtained 3 rainbow hatch dilo, and this was definitely the richest I have felt. I even added in my Titanic peacocks to add onto the chaos. I was curious to know what a rainbow hatch dilo was worth, so I went to look for offer, and this guy offered me this. Comment down below if I should have accepted this trade because I thought it was decent. Since I bought the rainbow hatch dilo for under 20K, this was a quick profit for me. I even got another rainbow hatch dilo for 18.5K tokens after that. This was a very good trade too because I found 3 kitsunes for 1K tokens each. Remember the rainbow hatch chinchilla that I got at the beginning? Well, I did end up finding a trade for it, but something went wrong. As I was walking towards him to trade, I click on my trading ticket, but the game glitched, so it made me equip my chinchilla instead. I didn't realize that I had gifted him the pet. Of course, he quickly left the game when he found out that I accidentally gave it to him. I didn't realize why he left, but I went to check where my chinchilla went, So when I found it, I also rage quit it. The next day, I was able to find a pretty awesome trade for my rainbow hatch Dilophosaurus. I got an offer of 5/15s peacock and a rainbow hatch hot dog. My plan was to sell each peacock for 4K tokens each so I could get 20K tokens and profit the rainbow hatch hot dog. I also sold my last rainbow hatch Dilophosaurus for 20.5K tokens, which was a good flip at the time. On the next trade, I ended up another rainbow hatch corrupted kitsune for 3 kitsunes, which I was willing to take as I traded 1 kitsune for it a while back. I also sold my huge mimic for 1.5K tokens, which is a win. With my last rainbow hatch Dilophosaurus, I ended up trading it for 22K tokens.
The last trade, I ended up selling my 75 kg Mimic for 3k tokens, which I thought was pretty fair. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed watching this video, I recommend watching my previous video and my next one too.